Hey everybody, it's Mike from Order Flows, and in this explanation video, I'm going to be talking about exhaustion prints and how to see them on the Order Flows Trader software. All right, so let's pull up a chart, and exhaustion prints is one of the four sort of foundation indicators of the Order Flows Trader software from when we first released it in 2015, and it's been copied by a lot of other software out there, and we used to call it single prints. We changed the name to exhaustion prints on a couple versions ago. So what it is when you pull up the indicator setting, you'll find it there under exhaustion prints. It's somewhere near the top. I think it's like the fifth or sixth one down. You can see it right here, exhaustion prints. And by default, it's enabled. Default setting is 9, meaning a 9 or below in terms of volume. Okay, so if you set it to a high volume like 30, then you'll probably get a lot of exhaustion prints. Now, if you're trading smaller, less volume markets, such as some of these, grains or gold, or sometimes even I don't want to say crude, but markets that have a lot of volatility, that prices going up and down in search of liquidity, you may get if you have a high exhaustion print volume limit, you may see a lot of them. So depending on the market, you may want to adjust it. You may find that 5, or even in NASDAQ, I know some traders are using 3 in MNQ and NQ, and even YM. But for E-minis, 9 is fine. Again, if you're trading very, very liquid markets, such as treasury notes, 10 years, the ZN, maybe you want to set it to 25, because it just trades thousands of contracts at each volume, at each price level. And by default, the exhaustion print draw mode is set to fixed. The colors are green for bullish and red for bearish. The opacity is 20, and the draw zone size is set to 1. So exhaustion print zone size 1. If you were to draw it out, you could draw it out 5 over 5 bars. You change that to 5. You also have the ability to do it until tested. Okay, so remember green and red. Let's take a look at it on the chart. So an exhaustion print will appear either in a red or green bar, and if it's a green bar, it'll appear at the bottom bid side. If it's a red candle, it'll appear at the top offer side. It's not going to appear inside the bar. And when you're looking at them, right, there's different ways to use them, okay? And I like seeing them at highs or lows, swing highs or lows. Or if I'm in a position and the move is going in my favor, I like to see, say I'm short from up here, I like to see the exhaustion prints coming on the top of the red bars. Just gives me a little something, a little extra security blanket, so to speak, that, it's telling me I'm on the right side of the move. Now, you'll see, again, the colors are red for bearish, green for bullish, and it'll draw that, shade it in that box of, the top offer price for red bars, bottom bid price for green bars, and you can see the plot is the green triangle up. You can see here, right, and in this one, the red triangle down. Now you'll notice that obviously some people will say, oh, some bars got 3 or 4 triangles. Yeah, because they have 3 or 4 bullish or bearish things in the order flow, right? Maybe it's got, like this one's got, here you've got the exhaustion print. Here you got multiple imbalances, and you've got bullish sequencing in that bar. That's why you've got 3. So that's what these plots mean down there. Now, the other way to use it, right, that's fixed, drawing out one zone. You could draw it until tested, right? And all you have to do is just go in under exhaustion prints draw mode, change it from fixed to until tested. Click apply. Wait for your chart to update. Now, once you decide if you're going to have it on your chart, just keep it on your chart. I'm not a big advocate of changing your chart during the trading day, meaning you're adding stuff, taking it off. Just create a new chart. Okay, it's very easy, especially if you're using tabs. And it's just nice to see them. Obviously on moves up, you can see the exhaustion print, exhaustion print, exhaustion print. This is all until tested. Exhaustion prints on the way down. I know some people, they like to get an exhaustion print. They throw a bid in, at where that exhaustion print was earlier. Imagine you threw a bid in here, at 98.08.5, pulls back one tick, and then it shoots up, right? Just like throwing in, an offer in here. But, again, it's not, there's ways to use it, right? You want to be, for me, I find it more useful at swing highs or swing lows or on pullbacks, right? You can see the market went up, pulled back, I got exhaustion print right here, and the market kept going up, right? So, find out, if it's something you want to add on your chart or not, and, go with it, all right? Again, we've got 19 indicators on this chart, on this Order Flows Trader 6 charts, that you don't need to add all 19 on at once. You add the things that are going to be of value to your trading. And again, this is one of the original indicators that we had on the Order Flows Trader software when we first released it. So there's traders that are using it, and they've found very good value in it. So thanks, everyone. I'll see you on the next video.